This is Divine Sunshine, and welcome to Divinely Speaking Unplugged. Today's episode is tackling the topic of you don't owe anyone an explanation for following your bliss. A lot of times when we are trying to go after something, sometimes we feel a little guilty. We feel like, will anybody understand what I'm doing, what I'm going, what I'm trying to achieve? Why do I want to make this podcast? Why do I want to make this YouTube channel? Why do I want to go ahead and take this trip knowing, hey, is COVID going on? Why? And a lot of times, you know what? In order to shut them up, you just tell them, at this time, that's how I feel, and I don't owe you an explanation. That feeling of always feeling as if we are indebted to somebody, or we're responsible for other people's happiness and not putting it before our own, and a lot of times puts us, as some people say, behind the 8 ball. Like my dad said, that puts you behind the 8 ball. It doesn't put you ahead. It pretty much gives you a signal to yourself and to listen subconsciously to saying, hey, there she goes again, caring about what other people say, if they're going to be happy, where's her needs, where's his needs, and all of that. As divine feminines, we are so giving. We are so wanting to make sure everybody feels comfortable around us, making sure that they have all the things that they need. And sometimes also as males, as divine masculines, I feel that same way. I must provide, let me put my needs last. Let me make sure that they have food and clothing on their backs. And, at that time, some of us might have dreams to maybe go back to school. And you're like, no, you know what? I got to put that on hold because X, Y, and Z, my kids need this or whatever it is, or no, they need me at home. Whatever explanation that you're giving yourself about why you should not go after that blissful thing because of somebody else's is, again, whatever anybody thinks about you is none of your concern. That's none of your business. You need to leave those things as far as being your bliss. Stop putting it in the hands of what makes you happy in other people's hands, and take hold of that very thing for yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you go, God forbid, and that's the end, that's the last days, you're going to have a lot of regrets. I think about Les Brown, and Les Brown has said one time about that. He said, picture yourself being on the hospital bed, and then all your dreams and aspirations are standing around you, and they're saying, oh my God, we're dying with you. You didn't go off and take that trip to Greece like you had wanted to. You didn't go back to school like you had wanted to. You didn't try to open up that business. All of them, the dreams, the things that are standing around you, are your dreams, saying it's all because of you. You didn't even try. You didn't try to even see if you could do it. My thing is, at least attempt to try to go and follow those things to find you bliss. As long as it's not hurting or harming anybody else like that. At the end of the day, you're the most important person. You're the greatest love. You're the greatest person to show self-love to. And that's truly what you want to be able to be in union with yourself, and understanding that everything is all right within your soul. It is well within your soul. It is well, because that is what's going to attract everything to you. You have to think about if you have that family. I always think about that too. And they see you going after, you don't know, or family or friends or anybody that see you, how you going after your bliss is able to inspire them to go off and achieve and do that very thing themselves. Because I see mommy did it, or I see my girl did it. You know what? I had always thought about that. She went and opened up her salon. Maybe I go ahead and open up my bakery. People say my chocolate chip cookies are the bomb.com. Maybe I should go ahead and try that. Go and ask, instead of you being scared about that, ask them and see. They might find out by you asking and seeking how you could go about getting your bliss. It might not be as difficult as you think. And don't think about what's going on in the world today. Oh my God, I'm spending money on but this. I really should be reserving or whatever. Because a lot of times when you're going after your bliss, there are a lot of people in line waiting on you to go ahead and do that very thing. They need you to open up that shop so they can have that job, so they can be able to put food on the table and be able to pay for their child to be able to go to high school, and they're going to a private school, and they going up and they're going to go to college, and they're going to be a person that might have a answer to a certain disease or whatever. You don't know how that ripple effect of you going after your bliss may help others to achieve a goal, because you simply by saying yes to you going after your bliss. Think about it. What are some things in which you want to achieve that's going to bring you happiness? It might not even be that big. Maybe you just might be simply say, I've been trying to, bliss is me taking 1 hour and me being actually able to read a book, or to watch this movie I've been looking at on Netflix for the longest time, but I keep on saying I don't have time, and you actually making the time, and you find yourself chuckling and laughing from watching that movie. Maybe that might be your bliss. Maybe going to get your hair done, go get cute and get fancy. You've been wanting to try out a new hairstyle, or go get that weave, or maybe get your hair done. You ain't had it since COVID has happened. You've been rocking the natural style, and you're like, well, you know what, I done got used to that. You ain't got into the niche, and now you're like, okay, that would be bliss for me to go get my hair done, but I don't know. I don't have time for it, And that might be your bliss. Following your bliss, and you do that, that opens up the door for not only other people to go ahead and step on, but then that makes you go and say, okay, what else can I do on my bucket list of things? Oh, you know what? I've been meaning to do this. Oh, you know what? And I've been meaning to do this. And that just opens up more and more. The more things you seek, the more universe comes in and to bless you with, to make you be more blissful in your life. Even if you say, I finally found my other match to my sock, that brought me bliss. Or eating that Haagen-Dazs ice cream, that brought you bliss. Or fixing that recipe you seen on Facebook or TikTok or YouTube, and you're like, oh my God, this is delicious. That brings you bliss. Doing those very things brings on more bliss. So that's the end of this message. Thank you for listening. And if you're interested in getting a reading with me, go to divineunisouls11.co for you to get an individual reading. And if you're interested in also getting a past life regression session, which helps you to look at and see what's the patterns that you have learned and unbeknownst to you. And it could be from this life as well. Majority of my clients, they are looking at things in this life. And when they do go through the hypnosis, and it also gives them a lot of understanding as to why they do the things that they do. And it helps them to connect the dots and understand what's going on, why they feel fatigued, why they're tired, why they're doing these things. And say, you know what, when I went back in life, I wasn't too jazzed about the career I picked. I forgot I didn't like it. I don't like working. Whatever it is one client he came up with. And so you have to, again, look to, in order for you to be able to move forward, sometimes you got to look at the past. And let's us not forget, okay? And also, you could go to AshantiWellnessCenter.com. I am offering their half off. Majority of my times, my service for that is $250. That's 3 hours. However, I will cut it down to $125, half off for the next 2 weeks. If you're interested in getting that, please let me know. Go to the AshantiWellnessCenter.com. I have it at regular price, but if I don't have it by that, then shoot me a message through that website, and then I will be able to send you an invoice telling you to give it to you half off. Say, I was listening to the show, I heard it on your podcast, and I am looking for getting that. I do that via Zoom. That's online only, not in person, for that service. And let me see what else. Don't forget to go to Divinely Speaking Unplugged. My YouTube channel is now up, and I have loaded some videos to help those of you all that have a overthinking mind. That is to help you, giving you the keys and steps about what things, sources you need to focus in on. So that is my niche for as far as what I am targeting as a transformational coach for those who are overthinkers and what things they say you have to do as far as your shadow work and everything else to help you to get into self-union. Self-union is the first thing you need to step to get in union with your person, and then you could go on ahead and go in and have union with your person once you get that together. All right, then, as always, thank you for listening if I didn't say that before. And again, I want you to go out there and shine. And as always, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascended. Namaste and Namago.